Hello my friends, today we are going to make organic shrimp fettuccine for dinner. So I'm going to show you how to make it. We need a half a stick of butter and we're going to melt it in a cast iron pan. You don't have to use that, you can use whatever pan you want, but this is a pan I chose. So we're going to melt that, and we need organic fettuccine, of course, so this is what it is, and we're going to boil it for about 10 to 15 minutes. So here I am boiling it up. And while that's boiling, we're working on our butter, and then we're going to add our 4th cup of flour into our butter. We're going to give that a mix because we are making a roux for our fettuccine, which essentially becomes our sauce for our noodles. So we're going to just let that blend up, and then we're going to add our milk, which is 2 cups. I'm going to put that in the pan. We're starting to make our base for our sauce. I'm going to stir that up, and we're going to add our other ingredients, which is garlic, and our spices, which is 1/4 teaspoon of basil, a 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, and a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme. And then we need to add a 1/2 teaspoon of dried mustard. And I'm adding spinach because I wanted it to be spinach Alfredo, just so we could add some greens to it and a little bit of flavor. So here we go with our 1 cup of parm. I had shredded up. I had bought this block of parm from Costco. So it's all shredded, ready to go. There's your 1 cup going into your sauce, and that's going to make it thick. And we're also going to add a teaspoon of salt and some pepper. So that is basically your roux, your cheese roux for your Alfredo. And then once the Alfredo mix is all done, we're going to add our shrimp, which I had bought from Costco too, and that is a wild caught shrimp in a bag. We're going to add about, I don't know, 2 or 3 handfuls of that into our sauce so it can get cooked up before we add our noodles. Some of those pieces are pretty big, so once it thawed, I was able to cut them with a knife or a pair of scissors. Now we're adding our noodles to our sauce. And you want to keep some of that pasta water because it will get thick, and you want to thin it down a little bit with some of that pasta water. So there's our sauce and our noodles together, and our shrimp is in there, and the bigger ones I cut with a pair of scissors, kitchen scissors, or a knife you can use. And there's the pasta water. We reserve that so we can add a little bit to our sauce to thin it down a little bit, because you can see that it's quite thick. I mean, you can keep it that thick, but I like it a little bit thinner. So there it is, a little bit thinner. But it cooked up really nice. And the sauce turned out amazing. Actually, it tasted better than Olive Garden's or a shrimp fettuccine. Here I am giving it a taste, taking my bite, letting you know what I think of it, and I gave it a thumbs up. So thanks for watching. Enjoy.